Welcome to the Coaches Cartel. This is where health and fitness coaches that want more freedom, more profits, and more purpose come together to get the answers, giving you the proven insights, strategies, and tactics so you build your dream fitness business. Because no longer are you going to be confused or frustrated with what to do, because you can build your success whilst having fun along the way. And also be sure to join us at coachescartel.com so you can get all the answers that you need after every episode. This is really for you if you're a one-on-one personal trainer and you're thinking about doing online coaching, as one of the most common questions I hear is, how do I get more personal training clients? But also it's closely followed up with, well, isn't the health and fitness industry saturated? As a new member that just joined the 90-Day Accelerator asks these questions, I also wanted to shoot this episode to walk you through how do you go from a one-on-one face-to-face personal trainer into an online coach that's earning over $100,000 a year. And I know that's a really big promise, but that's why I want to introduce you to the trainers that are doing it right now, and don't just take my word for it. And this is also about how you get out of the time for money trap that is the basic flaw with the old personal training model. And it's what the other coaches have done, such as Aaron, that went from $300 a month to over $20,000 a month. Or Tyler, that grew his multi-six-figure online coaching in just a few months, starting from scratch. Or Paulson, that in just 3 weeks grew his 100K a year personal training business, to even Fady, that had spent over $10,000 in the last 6 months in business mentors and programs that got to next to zero results, but now will earn over $100,000 this year. So right now, let's go through what you as a personal trainer can do as of today to build this up. And let's just say, starting with your face-to-face personal training, how do you actually leverage it? How is a smarter way for you to do your face-to-face PT? And this means it's going to be able to get you earning more money, but it's actually giving you less time doing it, so you've got more time to build your online program as well. Now, let's say you're charging $80 a session. We'll cover in the upcoming episode how to actually charge what you're worth so you're not getting all the clients saying, I can't afford that. Now, if you only do 26 sessions per week, which would be roughly 10 to 15 clients, we have you earning over $100,000 per year. Now also we can move to a semi-private training model and an offer as well. So let's just say we all have the busy times that clients want to be training with you. Usually say like the 6 and 7 a.m. spots. So let's say you had 10 spots within the week that are your busy times and you did semi-private training in those sessions. And let's say you did 4 people per session and we're charging $40 per head. So by you including semi-private training, having 4 clients in each of those 10 busy time slots and only charging $40 per client, you have an extra $80,000 per year income for you. Now we'll break down in just a second what the actual process is for you to get at least 15 clients plus coming on board, but let's talk about what if you added online coaching amongst what you're doing right now. And if you're charging each client $300 per month to work with you, which is about average, this means you only need 28 clients signed on board for you to be earning $100,000 with your online personal training. And to be honest, you could very easily be both doing a hybrid model of in-person and online personal training to have you earning over $200,000 and still having plenty of free time. And when you as a coach set this up right, you have more freedom, as your only income stream is not stuck in the time for money trap. You also have multiple revenue streams, which means you don't have the common ups and downs of weekly income that usually comes with face-to-face personal training. And also your business is set up for the long term, as when I honestly talk with trainers, so many of them feel like their business could just crumble from underneath them. But also when talking with them, and this is a question that you can ask yourself, is do you want to be doing what you're doing, say 40 to 50 hours of face-to-face coaching for the next 2, 5, or even 10 years time from now? But there's a big problem, because with the thousands of replies that I've had to the question, what is your number one biggest business frustration? I've had coaches and trainers come back to me with, I'm stuck with where to start. I just don't know what to do now. I can't get leads. I can get people in front of me, but I don't know how to sell or sign them on. Clients are always saying it's too expensive or never come back after needing to think about it. This is why this episode is going to get you started, but I've also got the next step to really dive in deep on what you need to be doing. Because as we boil it down, we have to start with how are you going to be attracting in the exact right type of clients that you want to be coaching? And how are you going to be charging what you're worth so you're earning the money that you want? And how do you have the trusted process in place to know that you are actually signing on new clients each week and you're not being salesy, you're not being douchey, and you're never having to chase after clients? To then, really importantly, how do you transition from where you are right now to the business model that you really want? Getting out of the old personal training business model, where do you want to be able to now have a hybrid of doing face-to-face and online? Whether you want to just completely move and just run an online coaching program, it's completely up to you, but really just following the set of steps that we know work. Plus, it's really important in actually crafting the program, what it is you're actually doing for your clients. When a new client comes on board, what is set up? How do you actually coach your clients to get the easiest and fastest results, but doing so in a way where you're not having to reinvent the wheel every time. It's not sucking away all your time. It's not having you stuck behind your computer all day, every day, and you're able to maximize your profits as well. So right now, let's go through the 3 steps that you can start with from today to jumpstart yourself having the ultimate fitness business that you really want. And the biggest problem that we can all face is no one actually taking notice of you. You could be doing a social media post, you can do a YouTube video, you can do Facebook ads, you can be on doing Instagram photos, you can be doing podcasts, blog posts, you can be doing a ton of different things, but none of it's actually bringing in clients for you right now. And the truth is, you need to stop chasing after clients and you need them to come to you. You need to be the cheese rather than the cat that's running after them. And to make this really easy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a link to the main blog post that is for this episode that is actually going to have the content starter video that I give my clients when they come on board the accelerator program. Now, when you have this wrong, you have weeks to months of you producing content, doing the hard work, but just not getting the clients on board. But when you get this set up right, you've got clients coming to you and you're going to be able to be charging what you're worth. And this takes us to the next step that's really important, because if we don't have this next one set up, all of the content can be pretty much a little bit of a waste of time. And this is making sure that you've got set up your client getting funnel. Now, there's a really good chance that you've probably heard of sales funnels before, and that's just marketing mumbo jumbo talk to the simple set of steps that you can have set up to make sure that someone is in the right position to seeing your product, program, offer, sales page, video, whatever it is that you're going to be actually using to get people signed on board and signing up. But this is all a little bit of a waste of time if we don't have this next step set up, and this is your client getting funnel. Now, there's a good chance you've probably heard of sales funnels before, and really this is just marketing mumbo jumbo talk to what is the simple set of steps that need to be set up to actually get people into the right position to then being able to sign on board with you. And the important question that you need to answer with this is, what do they need to know to then see you as the answer over everybody else? Now, when you truly answer that, you're going to blow your competition away. But this is also why having this set up for you can't be done with a cookie cutter method. And this really comes down to you having the event, which could be a sales page, a sales video, a webinar, it could be a face-to-face interaction, it could be a call. It's got to be something that makes sure that they are the right fit and that signs them up as your client. And one of the biggest roadblocks so many coaches run into is what is all the tech stuff they need to wrap their head around. And this could be, what does the actual funnel need to look like, to what are the software or sites that you need to use to set this all up. Now, to make it really simple, because the truth is, you're a trainer, you're the health professional, and you shouldn't be doing all the tech stuff and setting up sites and funnels, is I just get all my clients to use ClickFunnels, and you can do the exact same. Now, I do it because I can actually transfer funnels straight into their account, and it's a turnkey solution. But even before we jump into this, you've got to decide, what does your funnel actually look like? And here is an example of a funnel that you can use as of today. But also, I'll pop a link below for you to get access to the live coaching call that we did with a big group of trainers that actually delves really deep into this for you to understand it. Now, if you set this up wrong, you get in the friend zone. You get followers, you get people reading your posts, watching your videos, but they're not actually signing up as your clients. And you're stuck in that friend zone, and that's never fun. But when you set this up right, you don't need big social media followings at all. You have the process that you can trust that's going to get people attracted into and signed on as your client. Now, this comes to the third step that we need to set up now that we've got clients coming on board, and this is setting up your premium program. As the truth is, your clients are going to be signing on because they really need accountability and they need expertise. They need the accountability to make sure that they can follow along with the plan that's going to get them the results. But they need the expertise to have the right plan and have the guidance along the way so they don't get stuck. So rather than scratching your head and being confused about what app to use or what tech stuff you're going to try and set up to actually coach your clients, let's first figure out what it is that they need for your clients to get the easiest and fastest results. And when designing your premium program, we first have to look at what is going to get your clients the fastest and easiest results. Secondly, we need to look at minimizing your manual time, so you're not having to reinvent the wheel every time and you're not having to sit behind your computer writing training programs and diets all day long. Then thirdly, we need to maximize your profits so you live the lifestyle that you want whilst doing the work you love. So you can see, rather than jumping from one app or piece of software with how you're going to coach your clients, first deciding on what it is that you're actually doing for your clients, what are you giving for your clients, how are you delivering it for you to make sure that you've got the best fit. And when designing your premium program, we first break it down into two segments. The first one being onboarding, which is what does your client actually need when getting started? How do you answer their questions without overwhelming them? Then secondly, ongoing. How do you give them the communication that they need along the way? And then how do you deliver the programs, the guides, and the actual coaching that they need to get the results? You can see in this example of one of the My Body Blends online programs that once the new member logs in, they have the welcome video walking them through how to best use the program, which also answers their most common questions, making it as easy as possible for them to get started. Plus, you're able to give them more value or even drip feed the content to them. For example, each month we have new programs and guides that then become available to them. Now let's get into what it is that you need to do right now to get started, as we've covered the three biggest steps to make sure that you're attracting in the right type of clients, you're signing on new clients each week, and you've got the process on board with how you actually coach your clients to get the best results in the business model that you want. So what I'll do is I'll pop a link below for you to get access to the coaching session that I did with a big group of trainers, where we really dive deep into these steps for you've got the actual plan to follow on with. But also, if this has really vibed with you, then I'll pop a link below for you to book in your quick 10-minute chat where I'll personally walk through with you what it is that you need to be doing to actually set up your ultimate fitness business. But this is really only for serious trainers ready to dive in and actually take action for their business, as well as there's only one of me and there's a limited amount of spots that I can do for these calls as well. But either way, choose one of the two options, take action, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning into the Coaches Cartel show. Super quick before you go, make sure you subscribe to the show so you don't miss out on what's to come. And also, if you leave a review and we read it out, you will get a $250 coaching program for free. And also, the best place for you to join us after every episode is in coachescartel.com/free group. That's where you can come, ask all your questions so I can answer them. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.